comics, and we're trying to get back to some normalcy here. And if you watched the video I did the other day about the PGX unboxing, you know that they sent the wrong books. Now, I immediately called Daniel Patterson because I have his phone number. It ended up that it wasn't like they did a wrong switch. In other words, all of my comics are still at PGX, so it's not like they sent somebody else's to my house and mine to somebody else's house. There was just a mix-up in the address, and they just happened to send it to me instead of the person that got these comics. Now, the good thing is, if you saw the video of the comics, there's not anything in there that's of major value, so I'm sure the person wasn't panicking. But I told the person, I told Daniel, it's like, I don't mind mailing it, but I'm like, instead of mailing it back to you, PGX, I could just mail it to the person. And he said, that's a good idea because it'll save everybody money. And he said he's just got to call the person because he knew who the person was. He said he just had to call the person and see if that's okay, which the person had no problem with, because obviously if you're sending something to somewhere else and then it has to go somewhere else, there's more chance of it getting lost or damaged in the mail. So I'm actually on the way to the post office right now to mail this individual's comics to him. And of course, I'll send Daniel the tracking number. But they were nice enough. Daniel was nice enough. He said he was actually happy I called and appreciated it because, I'm going to be honest, that could have been comics that were, 6 Amazing Fantasy 15s. And as much as I'd love to own them, I wouldn't want to steal somebody else's books. So I would have returned them regardless of what the books were. But he said he appreciated that of all the people that would get the wrong books, he's glad it was me because he knew I would do the right thing. And as a thank you, he actually said he's going to waive the $50 grading fee for me the next time I send in my 4 books. So, it's a win for everybody in a sense. I mean, the other person's getting their books, albeit a couple of days later, but, they didn't get lost. I didn't lose any books because they still have all 8 of my books still at PGX, so they didn't send them to the wrong address, so that's good. And even though it's going to cost me about $20 to, mail out these comics to this person, which I have no problem with, he's giving me a $50 credit towards my next grading. So even if it costs $20, even if it costs $25 to mail these, which I doubt it will, even if it does, that means I'm actually saving $25 in the process. So if anything, to me, this was no big deal. I mean, like I said, I've been working with PGX every month for going on now close to 8 years, which is weird because, getting close to a decade, could you make me feel any older? This has never happened before. Companies make mistakes, so it's not a big deal. They're actually going above and beyond taking care of it. I'm going to mail it back to the person directly instead of mailing it to PGX, so they have to mail it again. Again, that reduces the chance of anything getting lost or damaged in the mail. And everybody wins. So my last month's, the 2 months of my grading are at PGX right now. They said the first of the 2 is actually in the grading process, so I should be getting those soon. And all's well that ends well. So I thought I'd give an update on that. And, we'll start getting back to some comic videos now that we have the Power regular on and there's, nobody's trying to murder anybody for a gallon of gas. And things seem to be, knock on wood, getting close to normal again. I will not be able to buy any new comics for a little while unless, I win the lottery or something, but that's okay. As you see on my shelves, if you watch my videos, I have plenty of stuff, so I'll do some unboxings, do what I can. And then once everything gets financially back into normalcy, I'll start buying comics again because, thank God for PayPal credit, but I bought myself one of those solar battery chargers. We have to buy a water filter and we have to repair the panels in the back of the house and things like that. So it's a little bit of a fund. Plus the hotels for 2 rooms with 9 cats cost us $260 a night, and we were there for 4 nights. So it definitely drained our little extra income at the moment. I mean, I can always do an auction if I have to. So speaking of which, anybody that has their payment plan for any of the auctions they bought, if they could send any of the payments, because each one is over a month at this point. So if anybody can be kind enough, I know some responded already, no big deal. I mean, obviously, I'm not desperate for money or anything like that, but the extra will help because we got to get those other things. But anyway, the PGX thing is pretty much going to be resolved. I'm on my way to the post office right now, mailing out this person's comics. And a couple people actually asked, how come I didn't go into further detail about those comics? I figured, they're not mine. I didn't want to reveal any grades because you never know. The person that bought these comics, they may watch my channel for, stranger things have happened, and I would hate to spoil it because the person may not know. Make a video about somebody else's stuff, and so I'm sure most of you will understand that. So just out of respect for the person and their comics, I didn't want to reveal any grades online because God forbid they saw it and I ruined it for them. That's just not cool. So that's it. I'll give you any more updates. I doubt there'll be any more about this. But yep, it's a mess up, but not a major mess up. And if it happens once every 7.5, 8 years, I got no problem with that. There is no business that doesn't have hiccups every now and then, but more than well resolved. And Daniel, as usual, goes above and beyond. And that's one of the reasons why I have respect for them and why, no contracts are signed. I'm not under obligations to say anything or being not allowed to say anything, or they telling me what to say. To me, they've just been a business that's done me well. And that's all I could report, what I experience. You may agree, you may not agree, you may have a different experience, but, that's life in general. Everybody's experience is going to be different, and that's what makes us all awesome. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll try and start getting into some normal comic book videos soon, but until then, I hope you enjoy your day. And let's say hi to Fishing for Carp, and Roach says hello. Never seen you here before. Welcome. Daniel, I got your message, by the way. I'm not going to talk about the comic that you're paying off, so you can make your video, but I'm looking forward to that. And Daniel says, you have always been very protective of other people. Yeah, well, I have this supposed reputation on YouTube that is unfounded, unwarranted, and unjustified, but, you can't convince people that have things set in their minds, so I just lead by example. People, I have all my videos up for people to see how I've been throughout the years. I would like to think I'm pretty consistent, but as they say, hate is gonna hate, but I'm glad you're not one of them, Daniel. And again, since you're here, I want to give you an amazing shout out for considering we don't know each other. We've never met. We've never spoken on the phone. We've only had interactions via YouTube and email. For you to offer your home to our family if that situation were to have arisen, even knowing with the cats that we have, just beyond amazing, and I am forever grateful, but very glad it didn't have to happen, because, I mean, it would have burdened you guys, and it would have been something that, we'd feel bad about, but your kindness is amazing, and it just shows that in life, you may not have millions of friends, you may not have millions of followers, but you know what? You only need a couple of nice people, and that's why I try and be as genuine as possible, because, I mean, if I was what other people claimed me to be, the very few people, somebody would not be offering me and my family, who they've never met, a place to stay for as long as I need, rent-free. So, thank you, Daniel, for that kindness. I'm glad we didn't have to utilize it, but I am thankful there are people like you in the world that have that kind of heart. So if anybody can give Daniel a shout out, please do. He has a YouTube channel. He only has about 115 subscribers. I would take it as a personal favor if you would go and subscribe to his channel. And Daniel, but I'm going to give you a little advice on your videos. Sometimes you get a little long-winded, which makes me seem, well, I mean, I guess it's ironic that me saying that, considering my videos are about an hour long, like this one probably. But if you shorten yours down a little bit, you have a very positive attitude, I think more people would engage with you. But hopefully people will subscribe, and I hope, you're seeing that as just friendly advice and not, anything negative. But Nate is here also. Welcome. And if you want to support me and my 20 to 25 stray cats that I feed, and by the way, like I've said before, in case you missed it, every single stray cat that I take care of is alive and well. If you want to join my Patreon and support the channel, it's patreon.com/we love comics. If we get the 20 paid members, I got giveaways, and considering my house and all its possessions didn't blow away, I still have all the items to be able to give out. So I'm just waiting for 20 people to join, and we can get that going. So check it out at patreon.com/we love comics. So thank you, everybody. Even if you're just watching, really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully we'll get some comic book videos. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you soon. And don't forget, it's not you, it's not I. I'll see you soon.